Good morning. Welcome back to day 5 of our Panama Canal cruise. We are at sea and it seems pretty calm right now. Just a little bit of waves, but not too bad. We're on our way to Cartagena, but for now we have a day at sea. Unfortunately, the audio for this video also did not turn out, so we're going to have mostly voiceovers for this video, but at the end I will be posting the daily navigator so that way you guys can see what other options were offered today besides the ones that we did. But I'm going to still show you the footage that I shot for the day, but I'm just going to do voiceovers to sort of talk about what we had experienced and show you how much fun we had. Alright, so we started off with a gemology class. It was really interesting. It was hosted by the shopping expert on board, but he went over all of the things you should look at when buying diamonds and other jewelries, and sort of the history of different gems, and it was really interesting. We really enjoyed it. There was a lot of good information that was passed, and it did help us sort of make some decisions on purchases that we were going to make. Next up was trivia. This one ended up being Disney Foods trivia. It was a lot of fun. It was very challenging because these were questions that you don't always think of when you're watching movies. You don't always think about the food that is in the movies, but it was a lot of fun. The questions started out easy and then got harder as the trivia went on. I don't think we did as well as we had hoped we would do, but for us, it's not about winning. We just like having fun while we're doing the trivias. Next up was a tea seminar. This actually ended up being very fun. They gave you 3 different teas to try: a green tea, a chamomile tea, and an English breakfast tea. And while you were trying them, they gave you a little bit of the history on each tea and sort of the flavor notes to look for, and it was really fun. And this was completely free. Normally for like the alcohol tastings you have to pay for them. This was totally free, and we are both big tea drinkers, so this was a lot of fun for us. Alright, next up, this was actually so much fun. This was live music trivia, which is not typically offered, I don't think. Correct me if I'm wrong. But this was so much fun. They had a live pianist play the trivia songs, and we had to guess based on the short clips that he played. And it was a lot more difficult than the normal music trivia, but I feel like it was so much more fun. The hosts and him made it really interesting. I did get better clips of this later on because we did do this a couple times throughout this cruise, and every time it was so much fun. So if this is offered on your cruise, definitely take advantage of it at least once, because it's truly amazing what they are able to do. Next up was bingo. We ended up getting some chicken nuggets from the top deck and did bingo. Bingo is always a lot of fun for us, and the entertainment staff for this cruise really made it enjoyable and fun and not super stuffy and old. All right, we're moving on along. We just finished bingo, and look at the water. We're going very, very fast to try and get to Cartagena on time. I know they want us to get there super early in the morning, so we're traveling pretty quickly, which is making the water a little rough, but not too bad. All right, now that bingo's done, we headed up and we went to the Walt Disney Theater to see the variety act of the night, which was a comedic magician. He was a lot of fun. He got the audience involved and he was pretty funny. So we both really enjoyed him. Yeah. All right, now for dinner. This was the frozen menu, which is normally reserved for the Alaska sailings. However, we had it on this cruise just because for 14 nights they kind of ran out of ideas for menus. I am pretty much not a fan of this menu. There isn't a whole lot on here that really sounded interesting to us, but we did try them. And we're going to show you what we had, but just taking a look, there's quite a few options for seafood. There's a steak on the lighter notes, and yeah, unfortunately with our allergies there wasn't a whole lot that was sounding really good to us, but we did try some things and I'm going to let you know how they were. All right, first up, we started with the Jarlsberg and onion tart. This was actually really, really good. I remember when we had it on the Wonder for our Alaska cruise, it was a little smaller, but we both remembered this was one of the things on the menu that we liked. Okay, so we got these. These were the pork bites. These were not good. These were very dry. Mine did not come with a sauce, but mom's did. And they were so dry that we ended up ordering chicken strips off of the children's menu, and they had to go to Rapunzel's to get them for us. So we had Rapunzel's plates in Animator's pallet, but we were fine with that. We were happy once we got our chicken strips for the night. I just wanted to point out, since it is Frozen Night and we were in Animator's palette, they ended up putting the Frozen Night animations on the screens at Animator's palette, so we did have that. And our waitstaff was also wearing the Frozen Night vests, which was really interesting to see not in Alaska. All right, it's the end of the night. We are headed back to bed. We actually had a really fun and relaxing day at sea. And let's see what our towel animal is. Let's see. It's a sheep? What is this? Is it a walrus? What is this? It's super cute. I think it's a sheep. I don't know, the antennas look like tusk, or the chocolates look like tusk. I don't know. The swirly things make it look like a ram. I don't know what this is. It's super cute though. It's so funny. Let us know what you think this is supposed to be, because we have no idea. All right, that is it for us tonight. We are so sorry about the technical difficulties that we've been having. Our next two videos did turn out, so in Cartagena and our Panama Canal crossings, we'll have proper audio. But thank you so much for putting up with us, and we'll see you next time.